Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you for Professor Damião Araújo, Professor Edgar Pimentel for the very kindly invitation. I appreciate a lot. And it's a big opportunity to talk about my work in a very prestigious event with the very selected audience. Well, today I would like to talk about this topic is a recent research that I my co-workers work with. Okay, this is the kind of the equation that I want to talk about, regularity about. Well, this equation is like a modulus of the gradient, one exponent of the modulus of the gradient, multiplied by the no local operator, like E. The right-hand side is like a bounded function, okay, in a ball. Then this no local operator is like this, is inf sup is operator that you call the Bellman operator, the Isaacs operator. I think the Isaacs operator. Okay, then where this kind of operator appear? Well, in a lot of the problems, real problems, and they arise in the dynamical programming for the theory of the Bellman, but also is to applying dislocation of crystals. Incomplete the word, the dislocation of crystal, and it is applied to in no local porous medium. In a very nice article paper that talk about this equation in this context and in this subject, no local porous medium, is this Stan, Del Teso, and Vasquez in GDE. There is a lot of the explanation about this kind of models. Okay. Okay, but in fact, what how do you say? Our interest in this kind of operator rising in the because of this paper of the Chassain and Jacobsen, then where they introduce a new type of no local quasi-linear equations, a very interesting article. Then they introduced this kind of operator here. In fact, it's in a more general operator. In fact, you have a J here, and the J is a function of the gradient of the U and Z. Is a operator like we call the Levi-Ito operator. Okay. Then, if you consider the symmetric kernels, then we can manipulate and make a change of variables here. And we arrive a operator like this, okay? And then if you consider AX like a modulus of X, then you have our operator, okay? It's a very interesting article. I recommend deeply this paper. Well, this kind of operator is in fact known work a lot. There is a lot of works about this kind of operator in the local case when F is a local operator. A lot of work of the Berindelli, de Mengel, the Silvestre, Araújo, Teixeira, a lot of work about this operator. And a very interesting property, very striking property about this kind of operator, when gamma is bigger than zero, sorry, I know, but when gamma is bigger than zero, a very interesting property about this operator is this solution of this operator is a solution of this operator. To find this, we can we can look this paper of Imbert e Silvestre, or this paper Araújo, Ricardo e Teixeira. Okay, it's a very striking argument, very, very deep property. Okay, but when you talk about the no local, this is not true. This is the big point of the difficulty of this kind of operator, because if you have a solution of this operator here, is not implied this is a solution of the fractional Laplacian. Okay, because what happened in the local case is that if you have a solution of this kind of operator, you have a solution of the elliptic operator, then you have a cell alpha estimate. Then we can make the scaling argument and find the cell alpha regularity. But this is not true here. This is not true. I have an example, but I don't know what here. Maybe one example of this is not true is a simple, is very simple. Let me to here. This is a line, okay? Then you have a solution like this and like this. And here is 1, -1, and 1. Then we have two solutions for this problem here. One solution is the function identically 0, okay? Is 0 and then is a solution. In the other solution is a function, a fractional harmonic, because we have a symmetric boundary data. Then we have a kind of but it's like more or less like this. We have a symmetric solution of the fractional Laplacian because the boundary data is symmetric. Then we have a solution of this, and for the other hand, we have the zero. The constant is a solution of this operator with the continuous boundary data. Then we don't have uniqueness. Then if you have a solution of this, it's not implied that it's solution of this. Okay, but the case is more delicate, because if you have a solution of this don't imply that we have a solution of this with a C constant, okay? Because for this is, sorry, okay. This only to look this kind of function here. You have here is a line, okay? Here is a -1, here is 1. Then we have that this here is a solution of this equation, of course, because it's 0. But the fractional Laplacian is not bounded in any side, because when you go too close to 1, then the fractional Laplacian goes to infinity. And then when you go to -1, the fractional Laplacian of this solution is go to the minus infinity. Then this is the situation is very much tough. What the don't hold this here, okay? Nice. Then okay, I have to just a minute here. Okay. Then beside this, we obtain this kind of result. The first result we obtain is this kind of result. If you have a solution of this equation here, if sigma is the degree of the operator. Then if you have the sigma is between 0 and 1, then we have U is C alpha, C sigma, and with estimates. If sigma is 1, we have the U is C alpha for all alpha between 0 and 1 with these estimates. And if sigma is bigger than 1 in lower than 2 here, then we have U is C01, is Lipschitz continuous. And all these estimates, this constant C0, here is C0, here 2 is C0. Then we have the constant is uniformly bounded as sigma goes to 2. Then we can recover the local case in this with this theorem. Okay. Then how you prove this? Okay, is an idea of the proof. The idea is separate in two cases. The case when P, the modulus of P is bigger, and the modulus of P is small. Then when the modulus of P is bigger, we divide by the P, or the equation, then we obtain this. Then we consider this function here, and we observe that the maximum, here we have a localization term to make the maximum, we obtain the maximum inside of the ball, but I don't put this here because it's a very technical, and then it's not important here. But in the paper is okay. In fact, in the paper, the calculation is very tricky, but the idea is nice. Is more or less standard. But what you do? If the maximum of this function is lower than 0, then we have Lipschitz continuity. This is not a problem, okay? But if the maximum is bigger than 0, this is the possible problem, okay? But what happened here? What happened here is that this is the soul of the argument. What happened here? What happened here? What happened here is that if you the nature of the no-local operator, like the fractional Laplacian, is that close to the singularity, they behave like a local operator. This is the soul of the idea, because however the fractional is non-local, but close to the singularity, the operator behave like a local, like a Laplacian, for example, operator. Then we need to use this property close to the singularity. Then what you have? We have that close to the singularity, because of the x bar and y bar is the maximum of this function is bigger than 0. X bar is not equal to y bar. So then we can make a vector x bar minus y bar and make a cone to use the ellipticity close to the singularity for this kind of operator. Then look that the test function that you use here is the following: is LT minus LT1 plus alpha, with alpha small. Alpha is choice of with a way conveniently. Then we have that this function here is like a convex to below. Then but because I suppose this, I have that this function here touch my solution by below. then is a super solution of the equation. Okay, because because we can choice A0 is small enough to, for this guy here is different of 0, and this choice is independently of P. Okay, then what happened is that with the ellipticity we have this how this is different of 0. Then I pass this for the other side, and they estimate this for the minus C by this. Then I have first this inequality by the equation, and this by the ellipticity of the operator, because the test function is a super solution, is like this. Then all the calculus students know that Laplace of this kind of guy is negative. Okay, then we have this is dependent of L. Then when it take L goes to the infinity, we have a contradiction because this is finite. So we have the proof. In the other words, I have that the phi, the x bar minus y bar is lower and equal to 0. Then we have that this is local equal to 0. Then this is lower than this. Then we have Lipschitz continuity. Of course, in this case is for the sigma bigger than 1. Okay. Here, I have to put the sigma here. Okay. When a modulus of P0 is lower than C0, I have that the gradient of my test function is like this. Then I put L bigger than 1. Then like this is small. Then if this is very big, this is bigger than 1. Then I come back to the first case, and okay, I prove the theorem. Okay. Has two consequences, more or less two consequences of these results. We have an application for the no-local P Laplacian. The Chassagne and Jacobson prove that this guy converge to the no P Laplacian, to the no P Laplacian. Then we can make the same strategy and obtain the same result for this kind of operator, only but only C gamma, C hold the continuity. For the solution is uniform. Then if sigma is close to 2, then this operator here is close to the fractional Laplacian because of the Chassagne-Jacobson. Then we know here is for P bigger than 2. Then we have this kind of equation has C1 alpha estimates. Then we can take for us the C1 alpha estimates for the solution of this equation here. Okay, this is the first application. The second is when the gradient is the degeneracy is when the gradient is large. Is when the power of the gradient is negative in this context. When gamma is big and the sigma is more pathological case than is not the case here. But when gamma is lower than sigma, we can prove that the gradient is Lipschitz. Then we can put this guy for here, and I have a solution of this equation here. And this guy is L infinity is bounded. Then U is C1 alpha 2. Then we have these two first results. Okay. Okay, and for finishing, we can prove is the more delicate delicate case is when sigma is bigger than, when gamma is bigger than zero. It's not negative, it's positive, is when degeneracy with the gradient. Then we have the no-local operator that I work with is like Isaac's operator and have this kind of property. Then when sigma 0 is close to 2, then we have the C1 alpha operator, tá? Okay, the idea is that I don't have the cancellation law when I work with the no local case, as I told before. But when sigma goes to 0, we arrive in a local operator, and the regularity of U, the Hilde regularity don't depend of the sigma. Then we have the equicontinuity. Then we have the limit of this kind of solution convert to a local operator, and we have the cancellation law. Has Silvestri, Imbert Silvestri told us. Then we have this, and here we have this, imply this, and we can recover by interactive process, we can recover the C1 alpha regularity for this solution of this kind of operator. Okay, we have F here. Okay, is the first equation that I showed. Okay, the reference is the paper of the Araújo Ricardo Teixeira. This is the paper that motivated our study, is Chassain Jacobsen. And here is the paper of Imbert Silvestri about the local case. And here is the paper with my co-worker, Professor Evan Top, of the USACH University. Is submitted. Okay, is the paper treated about, but this paper is on ResearchGate if you want to see something. And here is the paper of the Stan Tezo Ivarkis, is very interesting article about the porous media no local. Okay, then thank you very much. Sorry about the anything.